I can't believe what I heard Dr. Fauci say today when he was interviewed by Dr. Sanjay Gupta. That's right, they were doing an interview on what else but COVID, and I happened to catch it. And Dr. Fauci said something that literally made my heart sink, made me so sad for him and his family. And in case you haven't heard, I'm going to give you a little hint. In the Journal of the American Medical Association, they came out with an article today, in fact, and in this article, it says this: at least 27 health officers in 13 states have resigned or been fired since the start of the coronavirus pandemic. Across the U.S., U.S. health officers have been subject to doxing, which means publishing private information to facilitate harassment, angry and armed protesters at their personal residences, vandalism, harassing telephone calls, social media posts, some threatening bodily harm, as a matter of fact. So you know what Dr. Fauci said that made me so sad and so terrified for him and so many other people? He said that he's been receiving death threats. That's right. In addition to harassing emails and other things, he said that he and his family have gotten death threats. He now has a security detail to deal with this and to keep him and his family safe. And guys, this is insane. This is so sad. It terrifies me, and it makes me so sad to think that we literally live in a country where our public health officials aren't safe. They're trying to keep us alive, and they're not safe because of other people's views, other people not agreeing with them, and being so, I guess, drastic about it, that they're sending in harassing emails and phone calls and death threats. You know, guys, I've never received death threats, but I will tell you, I have received harassing emails, absolutely, especially, and I'll be honest with you, especially when I talk about vaccines and immunizations. I tend to get the most hurtful and harmful language that I ever get when talking about immunizations and vaccines. One time, however, I wrote an article for the Daily Beast on how doctors and patients can have successful office visits. And I got an email from a reader, and one of the things he said in this email that I will never forget is he said, "You should just die." That's what he told me in the email because he didn't like what I said. I will never forget that. That was almost, I don't know, maybe almost 10 years ago, and it still stuck with me. And I remember when I read that, I literally burst into tears, and I called my parents because I was so distraught about it. And that's not even a death threat. That's just someone telling me I should die, which, by the way, is horrible. Don't get me wrong. I guess I wanted to talk about humanity. Guys, we have to be humane, and we have to treat each other with love and kindness, especially during this coronavirus pandemic. We are all we've got. And I know we don't always agree, and we don't always agree on everything. I get that. But we have to treat each other with kindness, dignity, and respect. This can't be an issue of us versus them. We can't fight each other on this. We need to all wear masks. I know some people don't agree with it, but it really does save lives. And we need to protect and take care of our healthcare providers and our public health officials that are trying to help us. And we need to stop using dangerous and sort of inflammatory and threatening language when we talk to other people, no matter what it's about. So my heart goes out to Fauci. It goes out to his family as well. It goes out to any other U.S. health official that has tried to help our country and has gotten death threats or has been intimidated or harassed or any of that, because it's just wrong. So guys, let's lead with love. Please share this video, and if you're interested in daily health content, please like and follow my page. Also, those of you who send stars, I will answer your questions first, guys. Sending you lots of love. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle.